Now, many people that live in homes in the Los Angeles area have municipal recycling services. Once a week, a trash truck will come by and pick up your recycling and keep it out of the landfill. But for people that live in apartments and condos, we don't have those municipal services. Our apartments contract with commercial companies that come by once or twice a week and empty our trash dumpsters. Now, many of us that live in Los Angeles are concerned about recycling. We ask the question, well, if I take my recyclables and I put them in the trash and throw them away, do they actually get recycled? Many companies that provide this service in the Los Angeles area, including Athens Services, say yes. Yes, we'll take our recyclables and we'll pull them out of the trash stream and they won't go into the landfill. So we were wondering, does this actually happen? So what we're going to do today is we're going to find out. We've built a tracking device that we're going to put inside a trash bag full of recyclables. We've put together a recyclable plastic container. And inside we're going to put the following: a GPS transponder, normally used for tracking cars and pets, a two-way walkie-talkie, and an iPod shuffle. And we've hooked up that iPod shuffle into the walkie-talkie so it acts like a headset. So when the iPod shuffle plays a song, we hear it on the other walkie-talkie over here. We're going to take this walkie-talkie with us in the vehicle. And we're going to put this system in a trash bag inside this cardboard box filled with recyclables. And we're going to see what happens. Now this iPod shuffle, we've set it up to play a song every 20 minutes to conserve battery power. During the spare time when it's not playing, it's just going to be silent, so we won't hear anything on the walkie-talkie. But roughly every 21 minutes, we'll hear a song that'll tell us that we're close to the device. Now this zoom back is an assisted GPS transponder, meaning it makes use of the cell phone network, as long as you have cell phone coverage, to send its location on a map which we can access through a website. So we're going to use this on an iPad while we're traveling to track the progress of the GPS. Now, of course, all this assumes that we can get the signal out of the trash truck. Now, a trash truck is a big metal cage, so it can block the electric signal, the radio waves, trying to get out of the truck. So we don't know while the truck is in transit whether or not we're going to get a signal. But hopefully, it's going to survive the trip, and when it gets dumped out, either at the dumpster or at a recycling center, we're going to see and hear the signal after a few hours. Now we've chosen to put the walkie-talkie into a battery-saving mode so that it only activates when the iPod Shuffle is playing a song. The same thing for a zoom back. It has an automatic power-saving mode, so we should be able to track this stuff for about 12 hours. Okay, we're getting ready to go. We're about to unplug our equipment and put it in. We filled our recyclable plastic container with peanuts, which by the way are also recyclable, and some plastic. You know, we're going to put in this trash bag, the original packaging. By the way, it's also recyclable. Everything in here is recyclable, including with the stuffing here. Some more peanuts, more plastic, and especially this cardboard box. This should be a red flag to pull out of the trash and keep it out of the landfill. Let's see what happens. The time is 9 a.m. and I'm sitting inside my car inside our parking garage. We've got a nice view of the entrance. We're doing a stakeout. We're watching for when our commercial trash hauler comes to pick up our dumpster. Now what they're going to do is they're going to take that dumpster and move it outside onto the street for the big trash truck to collect. And so the big question is, what happens to it? Does it end up in the landfill or does it get recycled? And we're here this morning to find out.
You can see the scavengers picking through the trash that has been pulled out of the apartment complex. Peter's going to put our trash into Athens.
So we still got scavengers cleaning out the recycling containers down there. It's hard to tell, but a couple of bags, and there goes the Athens truck. But there he is. He's bringing out some more containers for the people to scavenge through before they're picked up by the big truck. And we're seeing if the zoom back locator has found out where we are. Just taking a look. Okay, so the zoom back locator found us. It's right down there. So it's got the cell phone signal still, which is great, which is what we want. Okay, so they're still scavenging through the Athens recycling container, and we're waiting on the big truck to come pick it up. So this is where most of the recycling actually gets done. These people are scavengers, technically illegal, and they're just going through, and they're looking at us now. Okay, we got the first signal coming in from the package. Loud and clear. Time is 12:38. It's over there. Careful. Looking our way. Nope. Check and make sure if I forgot anything. Okay, so I went over to check the dumpsters, and they've been completely turned inside out. In fact, the bags that we originally placed in there, you can't even tell they're there anymore. There's no sign of the package on the surface. It's been covered in trash, so we'll see what happens to it. Let's see if we get the signal. Yeah! There it is. Still loud and clear. Okay, it's found our zoom back. Make sure it's still in the same place and that the scavengers didn't run off with it. I think that's fine. Oh, there it is. Right where we left it. Okay, so keep an eye on it. The time is 1:40. We're still waiting for the dumpster to come. We've seen the truck. It's around the corner, and here it comes, actually. And we're waiting for the 1:40 check-in, so here it goes. This goes nothing. Let's see what happens. There's the Athens truck, 40 minutes later. And there it is, coming to pick things up. There's our check-in. Might be the last one we hear for a while. Good timing, let's see if we see it. Oh, that wasn't it. Well, that might be the last time we hear it. See if we catch the 20-minute check-in, but now the truck should be on the move. All right, they're done. After this, the little truck's going to come by, and it's going to take those canisters back into the apartment complex, but now we got to follow the truck. Oops, one more. Big question is our device going to survive the crushing, the compacting, and the jostling? Now, we do know that a human being has survived in a trash truck before, so we think we've packed ours in tightly enough that's got good odds, and the truck is away it goes, so here we go, folks. Let's see where it goes to. Okay, so it's turning right or left, Faith?
I can't tell. Left.
There, it's going left. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to creep up to the corner here and kind of peer around. We are following them. We're going to lose them pretty quick, but this is the part of the chase. They took off pretty fast, folks. There they are. Up ahead, I'm going to pull up here on the right so they don't see where we are. There they are. So it's found it. It's moving east, about where we expected, a little bit east of where we were. Let's zoom in on this. We're following the truck right now. It's further down Mentor Avenue. We're gonna pretend not to follow it here and go into the parking lot. Yeah! We got the signal. At 2:02, came in a little bit late, but we got it. So both methods are still giving us accurate position information. Okay, we're still in hot pursuit of this trash truck. Sounds exciting, I know. All right, we think we see the truck up ahead on the left. We lost it for a little while there. Went kind of the direction we didn't expect. Doing a quick drive-by. Yep, this is it. We got it. There it is. So it's probably going to be on the street for a little while longer doing a pickup. Yep, S35. Okay, so that's the proper license plate. It has an S instead of 535, it's S35. All right, we still have it in our sights. Should be almost done. It's doing its rounds, and then we'll follow it to Athens. All right, we're on the move again. The truck is on California Lake, about to turn right. Get right behind it. There it goes. Making the right turn. See where it heads off to. We'll pull into this parking lot here. Okay, we found the truck. It's currently still close to Delmar. Doing some more pickups. Guess they're putting a lot of stuff in there. We're waiting for the next signal coming any minute now. Our truck is hauling now north on Catalina. It's a couple blocks away from here now, so we might not catch the next check-in in another 10 minutes. See how it's going. We're trying to get a little bit closer. See if we can find some place where we can still watch what it's doing without them figuring out that we're following them. Been fun. Look at our luck here. Here's our truck going back the other direction. Alright, so the time is 3:08. We got some bad news on both sides. We lost sight of the garbage truck as it was going down Walnut Street, past Lake Avenue. And also our radio guy didn't call in at 3:06 as we were expecting. So either we're too far away from it or it got smushed. So no GPS signal or audio from the walkie-talkie. So the time is almost 3:26. It's been almost 40 minutes since we last heard from the tracking device. This is not good news. We've lost track of the truck. Our guess right now is that it started heading towards the Athens facility, so that's where we're going. And we're stuck in traffic right now, hoping to catch up onto the truck on the freeway, but assuming it did get on the freeway, but we just don't know. Got another Athens truck coming by. See if this is the one. This doesn't look like it, but you never know. No, this is not it. Oh, that's interesting. Waste Management uses the same place. Here, check that out. There's a Waste Management truck going by. Stopping at the same place that Athens Services does. I bet you never knew that. Alright, so we just saw our truck go by, finally. 5:20, we've been waiting here for over an hour. We haven't picked up a signal, but so we're going to pull into the Athens lot. I think it's probably closed, but we just saw it go by. That's it over there up on the right. It's going through right now. We'll see if this place is open, see if we can get a tour while it's coming through, see if we pick up the signal. But that's encouraging. The truck finally caught up to us. Excited. Thought we'd lost it. So here's visitor parking. We're going to go in and see if we can have a look. We're here. It's 5:22. We're at the Athens facility. And we've got some Escalades and Range Rovers. No sign of an open entrance to the public. It's a little bit late. They're probably closed. But we'll wait and see what happens to our truck. Keep an eye on it. All right, so the time is 5:26. We just saw our truck go into the facility, and they told me that it's not open to the public. So despite what they say, the nearest facility open to the public is somewhere else. So we can't go inside and take a look. So we're going to wait here. We saw our truck go in at about 5:20. So it should be dumping its contents soon. We don't know what's going to happen then. Okay, we've reacquired the signal for the device, just south of the 210 freeway on Valley Boulevard. That's exactly where we are. So our box is still alive, folks. We're still waiting for the other walkie-talkie to chime in, but that means the truck has opened up and has dumped its contents. And our transponder is still alive. This is absolutely amazing. And so we'll see how it goes, folks. We're pretty excited about that. And that does that look like our truck leaving? Hold on a second. Yeah. Is that it? Yeah, that's our truck leaving. I think that's it. So, we found our object. We're waiting for a signal from the transponder. That means it's emptied it out. Don't know where it's going now. Interesting. We'll take a look. In the next 2 minutes or so, we should get a signal from it. It should still be here. We're going to find out. So we're within just a few hundred yards of the transponder. So let's wait and find out. All right. Unbelievable, folks. That's the first time we've heard from the device in about 3 hours. Well, 2-3 hours. So it's still alive. We got an accurate position that places at Valley Boulevard. Not only that, we're within walkie-talkie range of the device. Now we saw our truck just leave. It just left, so that means it did dump its contents here at the automated recovery facility. So now we got to wait and see what happens to it. How long does it stay here? What happens next? But we know that it did actually make it to the sorting facility where they attempt to pull out and recover recycling. So stay tuned. We'll check in again in 21 minutes. All right, we're at the Athens facility here. You can see the light and the gates and the hedge bushes, and we're parked. If you go back over there, you can kind of see the facility. We're kind of keeping an eye out for people coming in, but you can see the services on the end there. And time is about 5:40. One of the interesting things about looking around this parking lot is you look and you count the number of cars, the Range Rover, the Tahoe, the Cadillac Escalade. You maybe have 6 cars in that lot, another 3 or 4 cars in the other lot. In other words, there's nobody here. There's not a lot of people here. And when you watch the video online for Athens Services, they show this video of hundreds, probably dozens of people, to 100 people sorting the trash by hand looking for recyclables. That's just not the case. There's no one here. So think about it. Are they really recycling stuff? Well, we're going to keep waiting and find out and see what happens to our tracker. Alright, so we just had a big truck leaving here, the facility. It's making a left, which would place it heading towards the landfill. It's a big question of, is it going to the landfill or not? Time's around 5:40 something. We're getting close to the next transponder event. We should still hear it. And we'll take and see if the GPS is moving or not. But what's in that truck, folks? Where's it going? All right, it's getting late. The time is just after 5:50. We're waiting to get a signal from our device. We just saw about 4 or 5 trucks that are top loaders head in and out from the facility and making a left. You know where they're going? They're going to the La Puente landfill. Now, it's getting a little bit dark in here. Oh, there it is. Right on schedule. All right, so it's still alive, still loud and clear, a little bit choppy. What does that tell us? It's still here. So we'll wait another 20 minutes, see what happens. It's getting dark. Imagine this place is going to close down soon. All right. Oh, there it is. Okay, so it's 6:14. We're leaving the facility because the door appears to be closing. As far as I can tell, there's looking in my rearview mirror here, there's another big truck still loading. So the signal's still there. Our package is still intact. Let's see what happens, folks. We're just going to park out here. Okay, we're back. The time is 6:33. You'll have to take my word for it. You can kind of see the... Oh, there it is. Time is 6:45. We're about 9 minutes away from the next walkie-talkie signal. We just got another GPS signal. We're still in the same spot, sitting here for over an hour, which is interesting. I think it does confirm that stuff doesn't just pass quickly through the automated recovery facility. So we're going to stay on, and we know there was a big truck still loading up at the facility. Does our cardboard box and the recyclables it contains continue on to the landfill, or does it stop at Athens? Stay tuned. Huh, interesting. There goes a big Athens truck. The time is 7:05. We've just tried twice and we've gotten no GPS response. So it's not getting any GPS or cell phone tower signal. So this is the first time in 10 minutes that we haven't gotten a signal from the transponder. We're going to wait to confirm this with the walkie-talkie. And if we get no signal from that, we're going to drive by from our covert location. We're going to drive by the Athens facility to see what's going on. Is it gotten loaded into a truck finally? What's going on? We don't know, but we plan to find out. Time is 7:13. We had to move a little bit to a better lit location. We're a little bit further. We have not gotten a GPS signal again since in the past 10 minutes, though it takes a while to check. We're now waiting for the walkie-talkie signal to come in. We're still plenty close. We should hear it if our device hasn't been destroyed or loaded into a Faraday cage like the back of a truck. So let's wait and see what happens. Where's the signal? Alright, this time for the signal is now coming on. So now neither the GPS or the walkie-talkie is responding. As far as we can tell, one of two things have happened. Our device has been destroyed, or more likely has been loaded into a truck where the signal won't get through. So we're going to stay here and we're going to look for a truck leaving Athens. We're going to keep an eye out for it. We'll keep making some passes. We see a truck there loading, so we don't know what's going on. Obviously, it's a service provided to the public, but it's commercial, so their facility is closed to the public. Can't actually see if your recycling is actually being done. Here we go. Okay, the update here is at 7:26. We had to leave our previous parking location because we saw a couple of gentlemen dealing firearms to each other in the parking lot next to Athens Services. Granted, it's under the cover of dark in a well-secluded area, but probably wasn't safe to stay there.
Drive 0.2 miles and turn left.
The time is 8:28. As far as we can tell at this point, the signal is lost from our transponder. Our best guess right now is that we're not going to hear anything from it from the rest of tonight, that it's in a truck waiting because the landfill is closed at 4 p.m. Maybe waiting at some facility someplace else that we don't know about, owned by Athens. So we learned that our tracking device inside our cardboard box full of recyclable material, including the tracking device itself, which are small electronic waste which should be recycled, did make it to Athens recovery facility. It was sitting there for about an hour before we lost its signal, and then what happened after that, we don't know. Based on what happened today, we know that the only thing that kept it quiet was when it was inside of a truck, which acts like a Faraday cage, which prevents any electromagnetic radiation from getting in or out. So after we stopped hearing from it, we can assume that it was inside of another truck. What we don't know is, did that truck leave, and where did it go? Or is it leaving tomorrow? So we're going to follow up tomorrow morning and see if we see any trucks leaving the facility and follow them, see where they go. Our best bet is that the container did not end up in a pile of recyclables. If it did, we would still be hearing from it tonight. That was not the case. We didn't hear from it for over an hour. We kept searching for it. It did not come up. Now, As I said earlier, the only time that could happen would be if it was inside of a truck. And we know that it survived being crushed under extreme pressures inside the trash truck that we had today. So as far as we can tell, is that if it was in a pile of recyclables, say it did get palletized into cardboard, it would have survived that. It would have gotten compressed, yes, but it's the same compression that it underwent earlier today inside the trash truck. And so we didn't hear from that. So the only thing we can conclude from that, the most likely scenario, is that it's still inside a truck. Now we're hoping that we're going to hear it tomorrow. We're hoping that truck's going to go somewhere and it's going to open up and we'll be able to track it again. Where it goes, we have no idea. When we hear from it, we have no idea. So the time is 6:47 a.m. Just spoke a couple minutes ago. I'm still on the freeway. We're switch vehicles so we don't raise suspicion. Now the interesting thing that we found, we just saw an Athens truck going the other way on the freeway. So we know they're out and about already this early in the morning, probably starting up their next jobs for the morning. We'll keep an eye on it as long as we can. We'll keep monitoring for a signal. Okay, the time is about 7 a.m. We're getting close to the Athens facility. You can see this giant landfill at the La Puente Hills. I think it's about a mile across, and you can see just how big it is. I'm going to turn the camera here and show you in the distance. The giant mountain you see over there, that's the landfill. It's huge. We already saw some flashes of activity, so we think there's probably some trucks up there. And in fact, coming up here is the parking lot where we were hiding, listening for a signal. It's full of people this morning. So here's the Athens facility. They're already well open for business. No trucks though, so don't know what's going on there. Our best guess now is that our vehicle may be on the move. We're gonna park here on the street and hope to pick up a signal from our device to indicate that it's still at the facility and the battery's still working, but it's anybody's guess right now what's going on. So there's the landfill. Actually, you can see it straight ahead in the distance. No coincidence that their recovery facility is located next to the landfill. And what we really want to find out right now is where's our package going? Is it still at the facility or... Alright, so the time is 7:35. Clearly we're not hearing from the walkie-talkie. We just saw an Athens truck leave the facility. It's about 7:35. We're going to follow it. We're going to see where it goes. So stay tuned. It's directly in front of me now. See if it goes to the landfill. This may be our package. This has the same markings on the side of the truck as the one that we saw outside the facility last night. It's roughly the size of a shipping container with the logo on the back, and it's making a right turn here towards the landfill. So let's see if this is it. See where it's going. As you can see here, we're still behind the truck. License plate is 4HJ6989. Time is roughly 7:40. Looks awfully similar to the one we saw last night, waiting at the facility. It's different from all the ones that we saw leave the facility. All the ones that we saw leave the facility were unmarked. Okay, as far as we can tell, we can confirm that this truck is getting onto the freeway. It's entering onto the 60 West. See the freeway entrance right there. So we'll keep following it, see if it gets off right away and then goes onto the landfill. We don't know where it's going. Really curious right now where it's headed. So our Athens truck is staying in the right lane. That's interesting because then it means it's very possibly getting off at the Crossroads Parkway, which will take it to the landfill entrance. And the landfill just opened about 20 minutes ago. So this could be the truck going to the landfill with our device. If it is inside this metal truck, it's a Faraday cage, it's pretty buttoned up, we won't be able to tell until it empties its contents someplace. And it is exiting the road. It is exiting the Crossroads Parkway. We're catching up to it here. So my suspicion is confirmed. It's on its way to the landfill here. There it is. Right there, Athens Services right on the side. It is in the left lane. And we're right behind it. Okay, so yeah, this is the Fry's Electronics over there. This is how you get to the landfill. It's going to the landfill, folks. There's our truck. Making a left in the landfill. I'm going to give it a little bit of misdirection here, but there it is, turning into the landfill, Athens Services. So this looks like the first delivery to the La Puente Hills landfill of the day. We're going to pull over here and figure out what's going. It says Puente Hills landfill, Monday through Saturday. It's open, so we are following this truck. We're taking a look at seeing where it's going. Just blatantly following the truck right now. There's an MRF and recycle center. Where is it going, folks? Where is it going? So the left lane here, if you go left, it's towards the landfill. If you go right, it's to the recycling facility. This guy is going in the middle lane. We don't know where it's going yet. There it goes. Okay, so it is not going to the recycle center. It is turning left at the landfill. Alright, so we're heading down to the recycle facility. It has made a left to the landfill, so that is exciting news. We let it go that way. We know it's only we know that's only that direction. So came to a Y in the road inside the La Puente Hills landfill. This is pretty exciting. So we just saw the Athens service truck go to the landfill. It did not go to the recovery facility for recycling. I'm just going to show you right here. MRF and Recycle Center. So that's it. Our truck did not go that way. It went to the landfill. So we're waiting for the truck to come back out after it's emptied its contents. You can see on our GPS here that we're on uncharted territory here south of the 60 and 605. We're inside the landfill area. So visitors stop at checkpoint. I am not going to go into the landfill. Let's go stop in. Let's see if there's something we can find here. You can definitely smell we're in a landfill too. So we're looking for the visitors center. We're going to stop in and we're going to stake out. Pedestrians have right of way. Visitors stop at checkpoint. Our truck is well gone. I'm going to ask if there's some kind of visitor center or any kind of pamphlets and stuff. Oh, that's the guy. All right, so stay tuned. Hi, I have a question. I was just wondering, is there any way you could come visit or see the landfill, or?
Only if you dump, bro.
Only if you dump. And if you have something to dump, or do you need like a big truck for that, or?
It could be a small pickup truck. You don't have to be anything particular. It could even, matter of fact, you could even.
Because I got some recycling in the back, and I can take it. I could take it down over. Is there?
Yeah. See when you curved around like right now?
I went the wrong way, right?
They go straight down the hill over there. See where that wall is over there, bro? In the middle?
Yeah.
Just stay to the left of that. There's a lane that comes down to a stop sign.
Okay.
Then just yield to traffic, and then you can take a left and go down the hill, and then right in front of you, you'll see recycling.
Oh, so I could just drop it off there and.
Well, you want to get paid for it, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And if you go that way, it's just a big old dump there, huh?
Yeah, you'd have to get in line in that one, but yeah.
Oh, cool. Well, what do? They like weigh you and.
Yeah, they weigh you in. They weigh you in. They'll tell you how much.
Yeah, I think I saw a sign for it. It's like $35 a ton.
It's like almost $40.
It's almost $40 a ton. You have to pay to dump, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost
Okay.
everywhere here in California, you gotta pay to dump.
Yeah. No, I was just curious.
I heard in other states that in some places they get it dumped for free, but it ain't here, man.
Well, this place looks pretty huge, right? It's a big place.
It's the biggest landfill in the United States, bro.
All right. Thanks.
All right, bro.
Take care.
Hey, in the instance too, down there to the right of where the recycling is, if you have old TVs or stuff, you know, like e-waste,
Yeah.
you could take it down there and then you put it in the bins and it doesn't cost you anything either.
Great.
Okay? Just in case you wanted to know.
Cool. Thanks.
Take care, bro.
All right. So we confirmed that our Athens truck entered the landfill. So here's the giant recycle center. This is the Puente Hills Recovery Facility. They pay you for your recycling. You can take your recycling down here. It's pretty big. It's actually about the size of the Athens Center. So you got to ask yourself the question. Athens Service Center is not nearly as big as the Puente Hills Recovery Facility. How in the heck are they processing as much recycling as they claim to, if they have to also process the trash? Okay, so we're basically going to go someplace to park, and we're going to log in and see if we can get a signal from our device, see if it's dumping. It's interesting that we got the sputtering on the walkie-talkie. Now that may or may not have been something. It could have been the trucks that were going by had their CB radios on. We don't really know, but that's a potential clue that the truck was dumping, and our package was on board. That raises the likelihood that that was true, but at the same time, frankly, we just don't know. The thing's been running all night, and that's the first time I've heard it sputter. It's very frustrating right now. Our website seems to have gone down for tracking the assisted GPS device. The time is 7:15. The Athens truck hasn't left yet, so there's still hope, but we're trying to see if we can connect a signal. It is just not coming through right now. Stay tuned. There are a lot of trucks coming in and out of this landfill. We probably see one coming or go in a minute. All right, there is another Athens truck coming into the landfill that looks identical to the one we saw last night, of all things. It's interesting that the top of this one doesn't look like it's metal, but it is in a big metal cage. You can see it right there. You can see the Athens Services logo. Where it came from, we don't know, but maybe that's one of our trucks. We are having trouble logging into the Zoomback website. Unfortunately, it is down. Okay, we just saw an Athens truck leaving off in the distance there. The time is 8:21. As far as we can tell, that was our truck after dumping. Time is 8:24. This is the worst time for our assisted GPS website to go down. I'm pretty sure that we've seen 2 Athens trucks go in, 1 go out. So there's a high probability that our device is in the landfill if it's been dropped. Okay, it's grabbing some information from the page. No, dang it. Still redirecting. So we're on a laptop with the Wi-Fi. Now we know this is not our fault. Website's down. Please keep your fingers crossed that we get a signal through. Meanwhile, while they're up there, they have other trucks combing through the trash, and we just need the signal to hold out for a few more minutes here and the website to come back up. Oh, that's unfortunate. Give them a call maybe and see what's going on. Their website appears to be down. Well, as luck would have it, I just got off the phone with Zoomback customer support. Indeed, within the past 20 minutes, they have had a system go down for maintenance. So our worst possible luck, we saw the truck head to the dump, dumped its contents, and nothing. So they told us that the system's going to be down for the next 30 minutes to an hour. This is just the worst timing possible. We are waiting to find out what happens, folks. Stay tuned. We can only hope that our device is out in the open in the landfill right now, for better or for worse. And well, time is 8:42 still, as luck would have it. I got into the website, and they are currently communicating with the Zoomback locator, as you can see here. This is it. This is find out what happened. Did our package make it to the landfill? This is as close as we could possibly get it. We believe it was in one of those trucks. We're going to stay here on Wi-Fi and continue to track it. Keep your fingers crossed. Waiting. So no signal yet. Probably means that... Oh, that's interesting. Did you hear that? We're getting more chatter. Let me roll the window down here. We just got some more chatter on the walkie-talkie, and the interesting thing is that that's happened at intervals of 20 minutes. So read from that what you will. It was 7 o'clock, 7:21, and 7:40. Tempted to drive back. It's 8:44, so we're going to go back to the landfill to see if we can hear anything. So nothing from the transponder. Dang. It's disappointing. So we're intrigued by the fact that we've been hearing little snippets of info on the walkie-talkie at intervals approximating 20 minutes. We know when we last heard it yesterday, so we're going to go back. Going to go back to the tapes here and count the exact time and count the exact length of our tracks and see if the signal we've been picking up today, just a few miles from the landfill and while sitting across the street and directly below the landfill and behind the truck we were following, could it be from the walkie-talkie? Could the battery have lasted that long? It's possible. We don't know. Unfortunately, we have not gotten a GPS signal confirming the location of the device. I've been trying. The website's back up. The time is currently about 7 till 9. Unfortunately, we have to end our on-location. Time is 8:58. No word from the assisted GPS device. The walkie-talkie. Oh, there goes another Athens truck leaving. There it is. There it goes. Hey, Athens Services. That's the same kind of truck we saw sitting outside. It's going straight to and from the landfill. Still nothing on the assisted GPS. And unfortunately, we have to end our stakeout now, but we'll continue to look on the assisted GPS. But this ends our attempt to hear a signal on the walkie-talkie. Okay, you heard it here first. The time is 12:36 p.m. We have just located our GPS unit. Time of 12:32 p.m. And here it is. Look at that. You're seeing this live. See the time? 22nd February 2011, 12:32 p.m. Within 1.5 miles of SR60 Whittier, California. That's that dot right there. And that, my friend, that big open space is the landfill. For comparison, over here and down this road, this way, right there, where you see this road coming in right over here, that's where the Athens Services facility is. We are not getting a signal there. Okay? When we were getting a signal there yesterday, we were getting a location of here, which is much closer. It's a closer cell phone tower. Now we're getting a signal from here, which is close to the landfill. So you've heard it here first. Our GPS unit has shown up in the landfill, conclusively demonstrating that our package, full of recyclables, did not get recycled. Athens Services is not doing what you think it is. I'm in shock. This validates everything that we thought about Athens Services, that it's not as efficient as recycling as you would think it is, and that they don't recycle everything that you think they do. We put in a package with small electronic waste inside a recyclable plastic container, packed with recyclable packaging, more plastic and peanuts, packed inside a cardboard box. We put that cardboard box in a trash bag full of plastic and other recyclables. We left out intentionally aluminum cans and other tin, which are higher value, which they might have collected. So this confirms for us that low value recyclables such as plastic and cardboard, plastics 3 through 7 anyway, are not recycled if they are in a single stream commercial trash container like we have in most apartment complexes and condominiums in the Los Angeles area. Somehow, through the luck of timing, we were able to manage to find it, communicate with it. It's moved closer to the landfill. So you could put 2 and 2 together. I think solved. Okay. Athens Services put our communicator and our recyclables in the trash. I got to get back to work.